Hi, welcome back to the House of Animation. The front door is open, so do come in and enjoy the magic of animation and join us on our journey as we discuss animated films of all kinds. I am your host, Ben Gilman. I hope this microphone is doing a good job of audio. It sounds better, right? I am joined today by Tara Chloe.
Hello.
There's no titty men in this movie today. You have got no chance. I'd like to see you trying to insert titty men into this film. It's not happening. And Troy Salmon, how are you? There's lots of virgins that don't know how to treat women, so you're right at home in this movie today.
Oh my gosh, I know. Purity is all I care about.
Prince Charming my ass. Prince Slut. No, I'm joking. No.
Prince Slut.
No, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. You're also too good. You need to get a woman in you. Anyway, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Welcome back. It's been a while. So for timetable, episode 22, was it 221? 220? I missed an episode because I wasn't around. So this is the day after. I don't know when you'll hear this. This is most probably whenever Troy can be bothered to send it to me. It will most probably be Thursday. It will most probably be the first one up. So this is most probably immediately after the one I missed. I am well.
He's well. He's back, guys. From
Brixton. So basically, not Brixton, just fuck people living in Brixton. Like, I like Brixton, but yesterday. Anyway, I'm not going to get into it. We'll talk about it Friday on the podcast. Maybe with Alex. I don't think so. I don't know. So we're going to talk about today Akira. No, it's not about Akira Tozawa from Dragon Gate, that great wrestler. It's not about. I've got really bad jokes about Akira. It's one of those films. I think you all know, even if you're not an anime fan, that Akira is like one of the most famous animated films of all time.
All time, yes.
And it's after World War III. You know, we're heading that way with China and Russia being naughty boys. We are definitely heading for World War III.
Actually, Taiwan.
It really does feel like we're heading for World War III in a couple of years, to be fair. So hopefully we can still record a podcast with bombs falling on us, make it exciting. No, it won't. So Canada, no, that's not the country. That is a man. Is the leader of a biker gang, and he's an arsehole. And his friend Tetsuo is also an arsehole.
They're all scumbags.
In an accident and taken to a top secret government facility. No, this isn't Stranger Things. Also, the problem with this is they don't act like friends from the beginning. So I didn't give a shit about either of them. So, that's the problem with this movie for me. The characters aren't very likable.
We've got the problems already, guys. We've got problems already. Okay, let's see it better out.
It's not a bad film. I can see why it's a classic. It's a great movie, but I didn't really care what happened to the characters at the end. It's very well told. It's very fast. It's really interesting. It's going to get a good score for me, but it's not going to be a classic. It's good. It's very, very good, though. I'm sorry, but for me, the main characters, Kaneda and Tetsuo, are not that good. Because they don't act like friends. Like, oh, we're good friends. They don't show that once. They keep abandoning each other. They keep driving off. They steal each other's bikes. They basically don't ever get on at once. I don't know. And then there's these little people, grey people that look like aliens, or look like what if a child masturbates too much? That's how old you get. I don't know.
Psychics, these child psychics.
It's just a weird film. I don't know. I thought it was okay. What do you want to say about it? Because I'm done.
This film inspired The Matrix. Anyone seen The Matrix? Anyone even like
Blade Runner influenced this film. Blade Runner influenced.
Blade Runner and The Matrix as well. That as well. So anybody sci-fi movies that's literally came out now, put it to Akira. I'm saying that right now. Akira's like the origins of most of these sci-fi movies that's out right now. So the legacy is there. The quality, the cinematography of the movie is so good. Even now, it's like when you first came out, you're like, oh my days, came to the clem, you know what I'm saying?
I gave Troy a stiffy out of 10. This is going to be interesting.
It's incredible, man. Tetsuo, man, the psychic lord, those scanners. Anyone seen the movie Scanners? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I'm gonna watch E4 today because it's on there. Oof.
The influences are everywhere. This movie is this is like the focal point of so much.
But it's
Oh,
also in the anime sphere. So many people have
yeah,
taken
exactly.
from this movie. So not only is it like a film that has influenced, been influenced, it's also influenced a lot of poorer anime as well. Lots of anime
Yeah.
have tried this. I mean, we all know the red jacket and the red motorbike. I mean, even I could tell you. And I also could tell you, Canada, Tatsu. Like, I know they shout at each other throughout the
The
film.
lines, yeah.
Even I've not seen the film, I know the jokes, and I know that there's old. I didn't realize there was creepy children in it though that were like mutated. That was a bit weird.
Yeah, you should mutate Oh my gosh.
So it's directed by Katsuhiro Omoto, who's also done Steam Boy. That film is better than this film, in my opinion, but we'll get to that one day.
Oh gosh.
19 because there's likable characters. That's very important. Set in 2019. It's a biker gang. You get obviously Tetsuya gets incredible
Telekinetic. Yeah.
yeah, that one. Powers are all the same to me. It took forever to get made. It's it's the most expensive anime film of all time, 1.1 billion yen, because the director just kept adding to it.
Yeah.
And the manga is quite massively bigger than this. I've seen them all together in Waterstones. It's like 6 or 8 books
Big
together.
book. Yeah, I remember seeing it. It was a big book. It was huge. I was like, what the heck is this? I was in the shop. I was like, why is it Akira so big? I was like, what the heck? I was like, what the heck? And I realized I was opening up reading the pages. I was like, oh yeah, okay, this is why. All right. You know, I was like, see all that content and the visuals. Yes. So damn good.
There was one bit that I saw, like the Tokyo Olympics. Watching this after like last year's Olympics,
Yeah.
and it's like it's abandoned. The Tokyo Olympics got abandoned, and then you're like, oh shit! Like you know what happened last year? The Tokyo Olympics got discarded nearly. It's
Yeah.
like really like a really eerily prediction of 2019. It's so close. This is set in 2019, and it's so close to 2020, 2021 of COVID. I was like, fuck, that is kind of that is creepy. That is proper.
It's very prophetic
It's on
movie.
the knuckle.
It predicts a lot of stuff that's happening.
It's
now.
like Donald Trump in The Simpsons becomes the president of the United States. It's like one of those eerily predicted ones. It's like, oh, it's not funny now, is it?
That was gonna like COVID's over.
Yeah, he prophesied a lot of stuff.
I'm glad we're kind of going back to normal a little bit because people like they're still trying to freak people out about COVID, but nobody's listening because it's over. It's pretty much over.
Only that though. COVID and monkeypox.
Yeah, but monkeypox is for people that don't put something on their dicks. And here we go. We're talking about dicks again. Well done, Tara Chloe. Yes.
Do not blame me. I said monkey.
No. Well done. Not blaming you for monkeypox, but well done for talking about willies again. Well done. You brought sexual diseases onto the podcast. I'm very proud of you.
It's just man. This is how you know Ben's back. Oh my.
Yeah, you wait until Friday when we record the podcast. I've got loads of funny things to say about you.
gosh,
I've got
Ben's gone.
messages of all of them ready.
It's
Trust me. So, it's the most expensive anime film of all time, surpassing Royal Space Force, The Wings of Honda Mayonnaise or Bolognese or Hot Mayonnaise, 1987, which cost 800 million yen. I don't know how you say that. So basically, Ultimo's Metropolitas beat that eventually in 2001 for most expensive movie. I mean, we have to talk about this in the UK. Like, I don't know in America, but this is like the first when this stupidly named manga entertainment. It should be anime entertainment. It was like one of the big first movies released in the UK, anime movies, and it caused like next to Ghost in the Shell,
yeah,
and Ninja Scroll. Those were the big three early in the 90s for manga, and then they got Perfect Blue. I remember in the 90s, those were like the big four.
Yeah, I remember they used to have like I literally to lie for me. I had like a magazine came with discs in it. It was like old anime manga magazines. And I was like, let's go buy this real quick. And that's when I first started seeing like Ninja Scroll. I saw it on TV. So I went to go buy it from the shop. It was literally as a newsagent just at the road for me. And that's what I started buying. And I was like, that's what I started getting into like all these other like complex Animes, stuff like that, and I was like, wow, this stuff is good. I got into like the basic stuff like Fist of the North Stars. I was into the adult stuff already. From watching it like on Channel 4 anyways, like late night. But also I got these discs, I was like, yeah, I mean, let's go. Let's go.
But for me, the biggest problem is like if we acted like that to each other in like if we like we're hanging out, I would tell both of you to F off and just die. Like I wouldn't be friends with you. Like these people are not friends. And there's a really unneeded scene where one of them the woman gets her clothes taken off. I'm just like, is that really fucking necessary in this movie? I could see it happening from a mile away. I was just like, what is this? A horror movie? You need to do rapey scenes. Come on now. It's unneeded. It's like from a totally different movie. It's unneeded. I mean, it was interesting. I mean, it goes absolutely batshit. I mean, let's talk about that bear and that bunny and the creepy car with the teeth.
That psychic bear, used to attack that someone in his sleep. I was like, what the heck is this?
It was really weird. It reminded me of that doll from Paranoia Agent, Moromi. The way that they were walking onto the pillar. I was like, oh god, that is like Moromi from Paranoia Agent. Like, that is freaky.
Oh my god, what the heck? Oh, that being locked away. Was it in the earth or whatever it was? And they picked her up in the massive being. I was like, what the heck is it? It just went crazy. I loved it. I love every second. The psychic battles, man. I loved it, man. Just the flipping philosophy of this movie. I love it, man. The whole thing, like, the whole thing, the prophetic nature of this whole movie. Stuff is just people will see it nowadays. What they're showing back then. And it's just like, oh my gosh, it set so much emotion. This movie set so much damn emotion. It's incredible.
Tara, what would you think about this movie?
Well,
because there's no sweaty titty many boys. These are all stick figures. So, what do you think?
for me, I think it was alright. A lot of gore and the animation was pretty, 80s, kind of like Yu Yu Hakusho. But overall, I didn't really understand the film that well. To be frank, I didn't really understand the film that well, or didn't grasp the film that well. But I know it's pretty famous. A lot of people like raved about it back in the day. So for me, I think it's all right actually.
Do you feel like the female characters aren't very well represented in this movie? I think like it was a very much, even for the 80s, there was a strong female. I don't know. She wasn't a love interest. She was just, what was the one? The problem is a lot of these characters look the same. And to be fair, she looked like a man, so it's quite difficult.
Well, they all look masculine. Man or woman, they all look masculine in that show.
No bright different hair for a while. That is a police scene where I couldn't tell who was who because they've got red jackets. It all got the same black hair. I was like, yo, this is anime, man. Can we not like change the hair colors? Even in serious anime, they always make a difference to do different hair colors.
Yeah, they like it. I don't know why, but it's not natural, I suppose.
It doesn't work though for this movie. It's like anime. At least have different hair color to extinguish the different people. Because sometimes I couldn't tell who was who. That was.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
There was bits where I thought the biker, Canada was there, but there's like 3 guys in red leather jackets with black hair. I was like, that police scene where they're interrogating them. It's like, which one's Canada? There's like 3 of them here. I couldn't find who I was looking for.
Yeah, that is a pet peeve sometimes. That is a little bit of a problem. Sometimes you're like, which characters what's going on? From time to time, but yeah, I'm right as well. I'm good with that. So what couldn't you grasp, Tara? What couldn't you about the story? What part didn't you understand? Tara.
What could I grasp? Actually, I'm not sure.
That's what I went to talk about.
If there's not titties on the screen, she just
exactly.
I'm not sure because I just saw a guy. He looked very rugged. Yeah, the main character, and then he's like fighting with people. So I'm like, okay, right.
So I would say, like, for me, the problem is they keep fighting. There's not a point where we see them as like friendly to each other, really.
Yeah.
Also, they never quite tell you what Akira is. It's just he's spunk in a bottle. What is Akira? It's
special.
It's spunk bottles. I was like,
The
that's it.
first psychic human.
Spunk bottles. That's your big bad guy, is it? Okay.
This higher being, you know what I'm saying? He's ascended beyond
Oh,
human.
and the finale went on forever, and I thought it was wanky.
Rank.
Like it doesn't need to be 2 fucking hours. You could have cut half an hour out of this film, and it would have sped it up better.
Last bit of drag a little bit. I'm gonna lie. Last couple of hours out. Last section.
It's like everyone holds it up as a classic, perfect. It's not perfect. It's got a lot of
perfect. No.
Ghost in the Shell is better than this movie.
Oh yeah, I like Ghost in the Shell.
Ooh, yeah, Ghost Show is great.
Ninja Scroll is better than this movie. Okay. So we're gonna have to score this in a minute because we need to score this. I'm interested to see. I think me and Tara are more kind of like. I think I know me and Tara are gonna be away from Troy a little bit. I think Troy's gonna go higher than both of us. I think I'm predicting it right now because I watched it and I didn't really feel anything. I just kind of felt like, okay, that was a movie, cool. So, I mean, is there anything else you want to add, Troy, to defend the movie that might sway my opinion that you think that we've been a bit harsh on it?
The opinions that you brought up about the way the characters look. Okay, I was like, I'm with you on that. I can't really say too much about it because some of the characters are kind of samey.
Samey, they're all arseholes as well. They've all got the personality.
Well, that's the kind of like dystopian.
They've got the personalities of a diseased penis.
That's the thing. They're all scumbags. They're scumbags, but you got to get the less of the scumbags. You know, that's basically what it is. You got to try and find. It's like the Warriors, like the movie The Warriors. Like don't fucking scumbags. But some scumbags can gravitate to more dubbers. You know what I mean? It doesn't make it any less great, but you know what I mean. But the last act of the movie, it does drag a little bit with it does get kind of how would you say draggy a little bit. So I say that towards that last half, but probably last like 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes. But yeah, I thought overall, man, I was just like, didn't do too much to me, but I can understand why people kind of think, oh, flipping out, this good, you know what I mean? I get it, I understand. Some parts of the movie can kind of be boring to some, you know, it's that kind of sci-fi build-up type of thing, you know what I'm saying? That kind of big bang, bombastic, Michael Bay style.
Bazinga.
You know
Bazinga, like Sheldon Cooper. Bazinga, the Big Bang. Bazinga.
Attacks, psychic energy.
Bazinga. Like he was just defeated Tetsuo. And it goes by pointing his finger on Bazinga.
Oh my. Oh my god, it's very thought provoking. This movie is very thought provoking. This is a movie that makes you think, you know what I'm saying, towards the end of this movie. So that's the thing I like about this movie as well. It's not just like a flipping thriller, sci-fi. It's not just that. It's like it's more than that. You look within the lines of this movie. So that's why it's got so much cultural relevance today still. So yeah. So I give it my end.
Okay, I think we're going to put the scores on. Oh, by the way, we've had an email for Syndrome. I was going to do this yesterday. But Troy is going to be a boy, and he's going to go. He's got all the review scores written down still, don't you, Troy?
Yeah.
So over the next week, well, we're going to record 4 in a row here. You might not hear it until the next episode, which will be Lion King. Kenya.
Yes, Lion King.
Kenya. I don't even know what I'm saying.
Yeah, be careful. Don't say anything else. All
right. No, I'm not taking the piss out of the African language. A YouTuber took that joke. So I'm just going to leave it there. Like, I don't even know what I'm saying. Yeah, it's really, really good. Yeah. So we will start to have a top 10. And we're going to, Troy's going to like, I'll be able to update it as we record. But that's going to take 4 recordings away because we're going to let him have a week off to do all the counting. It will not be the guests' votes as well. If we've had guests, obviously that's cheating.
Yeah, don't get
like. Yeah, we can't have that. So it's going to be us 3 because we always do the recordings together. We always will. Unlike Syndrome, one of us 3 can't drop out. Otherwise, the system gets wanky.
Yeah, it will not work. Yeah, it will not work at all.
Doesn't work. So I think we need to do the scores. So I think Troy should go first.
Need to go fast. All right, okay.
I think it needs to score a 27 to get in the top 10.
Go Ben now. Look at him. Ben's just like ready now. Look at him. He's like
Yes, sir.
calculating.
This is where I
Look
put
at him. He's already like get the stats out already. This guy.
It will be fun.
You know what? You know, like give this movie. Give this movie 10 out of 10, baby. Let's go. 10 out of 10. Akira, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I
10
was
out of
thinking
10.
you could say 9, but
Nah,
10.
This is
Ridiculous. Obviously,
Actually, I can do
Obviously-
it first.
hold on. I think Troy was paid off by Manga Entertainment. I don't know if it's a thing anymore. To give them a 10. They gave him 50 quid, and he's obviously gone, yep, I'll give it a 10. You're a cheap bitch, that's why. You are a virgin, but they didn't touch you, it's okay.
Hey, I'm a church goer. I'm pure. No £50. No, no.
He's like Kelly, he's a pure boy.
Yeah.
Holla. He doesn't holla.
Kelly.
All right, so,
Oh, God.
oh boy, we could just do a wrestling podcast of incest.
No, we need to
Anyway,
do it, yeah.
So, well, there will be one day when these two ladies are not with us and we just go into Stardom Part 3. We've got lots to say about Stardom.
Oh,
Anyway,
Stardom,
that's
yes.
10 from Troy. What about you, Tara?
I'll give it a 7 because the extra 2 points would be for the effort and animation during the 80s when there was lack of technology. But other than that, it was just some angsty teenager going around bashing things.
Ben, this is what you done, Ben. Ben, what have you done?
And it's
I
cool.
didn't. I didn't. I just knew Tara was going to give it a 7. And after her comments, I knew it was a 7 or a 6. Like,
Yeah.
you could tell. That's why it's a 6 for me because it's not the characters are horrible cunts. So fuck them all. So it's 6.
It's a scrawny, angsty teenager with spiky hair going around bashing things.
It's
So-
not in the top 10. It's not in the top 10. I'm telling you now. In
Definitely
terms
not.
of the counting of these films we've done, it's not even going to be in the top 20 most probably. It's
The
23.
opinions of Ben and Tara on this podcast.
Yeah, but you have to count it, Troy. You can't fix it. If I find Akira in the top 10, I'm going to come after you.
Oh my God, this is gonna be top 10 automatically. You know what I'm saying? By default. So
I
top-
reckon the top 10 films are all 26 points, 7 and above. Tara never gives a 10. So there's no perfect 30. So it's going to be a top 10. But I don't think Akira's not joining that top 10, unfortunately. It's fine. So it's goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
So yeah, you need to get out now on this. Otherwise, this motorbike will go up your ass and fly you out the door. It's goodbye. Goodbye.